Yes, welcome to the newest episode of the Three Amigos Podcast live here today. Now, listen, there's only two amigos of the three. One is on his way in, but nonetheless, I got my brother from another mother, you know, Big Daddy Cool Sour Diesel here in the building.
That's
All right.
me.
Yours truly, Mash Out King. We here. We're gonna start this thing off right. Random thoughts will be in a few. So, nonetheless, let's get straight to the smoking section. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Yo, what's going on, kings and queens? Happy weekend to you. I hope you had a great week. So we gonna kick this off right here. I don't know if y'all tired of this yet, but we gotta talk about it. It's news, right? Naomi, formerly known as Naomi, now is Trinity Fatu.
Mm-hmm.
She is seemingly done with the promotion of WWE. As I seen her post on her Instagram not too long ago, the other day, she got a few shows next weekend during WrestleMania weekend at WrestleCon, and the fans love her, they support her and everything. So a fan goes and asks her, is she even still in WWE? And her reply
Okay.
was, no, friend, she's not. So, I mean, I don't know what to take of this, man. I never thought the day that I'll see Naomi done with the company. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I'm gonna miss her. That ring entrance, her in ring ability, she's such a great talent. I mean, wherever she lands next, my eyes will follow as I will support her in all her future endeavors. But how do you feel about this mashup?
Um, like I always thought, I didn't think she still worked there. She hasn't been on the roster. She hasn't been there. Even when they did the Royal Rumble, when we expected her to return, the
Right.
Raw reunion, it's WrestleMania season. She hasn't been there. So I just thought, honestly, she just wasn't on the roster at all. So this is news, obviously, now
Mhm.
that she's not a part of the company no more. I really just thought that she was not a part of the company ever since her and Sasha left in 20, what was that, 2021 or
No,
2022?
it was 22 because they left
It was 22.
in June. It was sometime around June when they walked
Okay,
out.
so I definitely didn't think she was a part of the company anymore.
All right. Oh man, it just damn it, man, damn it. I mean, I hope this is a work. I hope they're working us with this, but who knows? But I just feel like at this point in time, every wrestling talent, professional wrestler, I feel like when they're gone for a little bit of time, they all want to go see what else they can do somewhere else before they come back. And if it's that, I'm all for that. I support her.
Right.
She's gonna follow in the footsteps of Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes,
Mm-hmm.
shit. John Morrison did it quite a few times. You know what I mean? I hope she's doing that, and when she gets back, she do her thing. But if not, I support her wherever she's at. My eyes will follow.
Absolutely. What's next on the list?
Um, we got FTR's decision. It's not really a decision, but this past week, and we're going to talk about that on a round table on the
Turnbuckle. I said
turnbuckle talk.
turntable. Yeah. Mhm.
We're going to talk about it, but FTR, their contract's supposed to be expiring in April, but they also are like trying to decide whether they're gonna stay with the company or leave the company. But
Mm.
either way, they're trying to do something, and when they do it, they're gonna let their fans know. But they can't really talk on much about it because it's legal stuff involved, so they can't say too much. But man, damn, it's just so much news coming, and it's always the news always coming around WrestleMania season.
Absolutely,
Oh,
absolutely. And you know what? Um, I would love to see them back in the E. I think it would make a lot of sense because they need to help the struggling tag team division in the E. The
yeah.
male tag team division. So I would love to see them back there. So I think that would be a good choice if they do choose to leave AEW and come back to the E.
And I always loved them in WWE, and I love them in AEW too. But I need them. I feel like WWE needs a heel tag team aside from the Usos, right?
Right.
Ain't really no heel teams except for it's the Usos, and you have the Viking Raiders or Warriors, whatever the damn name is. They got them guys. But if they can bring back uh FTR, that would be a big major pickup for them. You
No,
know what I mean?
absolutely would. Absolutely would.
And
What you
they
got?
always did their thing as heels. Um, so we got next in the smoking session. Huh, my God, Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley versus who? Who is he going to face? Now that Bray Wyatt, he's out right now. He's dealing with a sickness, undisclosed sickness that we don't know about. But whatever it is, I'll get well soon. Your mental is more important than performing. So, get that right, and then you come back and you'll be in better shape. But right now, they're mentioning three people that can possibly be a contender for Bobby at WrestleMania. I heard it was Bronson Reed, Karrion Kross, or L.A. Knight. Yeah.
So that means well, if it is LA Knight, that means that the Stone Cold one is out. And if it's Bronson Reed, I think that would be a good match because they're two big men. Karrion Kross, they need to find something to do for him. They really do. So that's not a bad possibility. But the story, it's too damn fast, right? For it to make sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? We need somebody struck. Somebody has to hit Bobby either on Monday night or Friday night.
And I love Bronson Reed, but I don't think he's ready yet for WrestleMania. And from what I'm hearing, like his finisher, he don't want nobody to kick out of that. You know what I mean? So if that will be the plan, then I hope he never goes for that finisher because it's supposed to be a powerful finisher that he want nobody to kick out of. I hope Bobby just beat his ass, and that probably continue an ongoing feud with them. But Karrion Kross, he really, really needs something. He needs something big, major.
He does. He does.
I feel like right now he's not being so wasted, but I guess we wait and see from WrestleMania and on because WrestleMania starts the new season, the new year for WWE. I guess.
All right. What else you got?
Oh yeah, we gotta ask this, man. I have to ask this, and I think the people want to know. We see things going good for Solo Sikoa. We see things going good for your boy Jay. But what about Jimmy? What about little Jimmy? What is he gonna have? If once the bloodline implodes and it's all over, because we already know what's gonna happen with Sikoa, we already know what's gonna happen with Jay. But what about me? What about Jimmy? You know what I mean?
That's a very good question. However, I think that I don't see main event Jay just yet taking the stardom that he needs. I know you and Brandon feel that he's gonna possibly be the guy at SummerSlam, but I think that now where they have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn possibly going to go over at Mania, I think that there's going to be a need for a rematch, a big rematch, and they still need to help the tag team division. It's really piss poor right now. I mean, they're about to be at Mania in a showcase of tag teams. I mean, this it doesn't even make sense why we have this going on just to get people onto the show. So
right.
I think that the division's struggling. I think that it's going to be a while before we see a breakup between the Usos. I don't see what could happen for Jimmy. I don't unless when the bloodline breaks up, Jimmy stays with Roman, right? And becomes Roman's partner / enforcer, because I'm not too sure about Solo Sikoa just yet about what they're going to do with him, but maybe he'll be a part of that as well.
But I feel like, hey, every devastating breakup always happens at WrestleMania. We've seen this time and time again. I remember my first heartbreak, and I always say this, when Triple H pedigreed X-Pac, and it was over for DX. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. My heart. You broke my heart, Hunter. You broke my heart to itty bitty pieces. How could you do that?
Well,
You know
I
what I
never
mean?
liked X-Pac, so I was happy with that.
What? X-Pac was the guy. Come on, from 1-2-3 Kid to going to WCW NWO Six-Pac. Come on, that. Oh my gosh, he reminded me, like, especially when he was in NWO. He reminded me of that little wimpy ass kid that we see now in Dominic Mysterio. You know what I mean?
You like X-Pac. I don't like X-Pac. I think X-Pac is a waste of time. I thought his I never liked him. I just never did. I could do without him. Even when he came and jumped over from WCW back to the E, and I was just like, I said, okay, I guess this is their best friend. So we gotta give this giving your little brother a job. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
You could see that he was like the weak link too at that time. Like, oh my gosh, this weak link.
He was. That's why I was not excited to see him when he came back.
All right. Well, damn. Well, that's. Wait, hold on. Then I got an incoming message. Who might this be? Could it be the one and only BT? Random thoughts. Mm-hmm. What's going on, BT? Oh boy. All right, yeah, but that's what I got for the smoking session.
All right. That was a great smoking section, man. We got a lot of stuff. Also, if I could add one more thing to it.
Sure.
So apparently the beginning of WrestleMania, night 1, is going to be headlined by your favorite 16-time world heavyweight champion, John Cena versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship.
Oh yeah, that's the show kickoff, right? That's the first match.
Kick off the first night. So that's going to be very interesting. Maybe John said, "Look, I just want to come in, get out, I want to get to catering and then go home." So that maybe that's
all right. He wants that good food and jump on that PJ.
Yeah,
that's good. Damn. I wonder how that's gonna go. Is that going to be like, if Cena wins, we riot? Because he's getting up out of there early.
You know what actually is funny? Because maybe at Mania, maybe Cena might be the face in the situation.
I mean, oh, okay. I see what you're saying, because everybody doesn't like Austin Theory. Gotcha.
Right. So he may be the face in the situation. But nonetheless, let's get to the Turnbuckle Talk. I'm glad I didn't stutter and say turntable as I usually do. So Turnbuckle.
Yeah, that's a tongue twister.
Yes. So first off, let's start off with Monday Night Raw. Okay, live from St. Louis, Missouri. Shouts to Randy Orton.
Right.
Now, the show started off with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn after the reunion. Everybody's happy. Everybody's excited. They finally hugged.
Brothers.
And things like that. The storyline has developed, though, so now we know they're going to challenge for the WWE the WWE Tag Team Championships. Big Daddy Cool. Now, here's the thing. I told y'all this was going to happen. I felt it. I felt it.
You said it.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
Oh man, I'm looking. Listen, we got 4 good guys. 4 good in-ring competitors that's going toe to toe. You know what I mean? Oh man, I want to see. I'm really geeked. I want to see Jay in that ring, because we haven't seen Jay wrestle since what? I don't think Jay wrestled since before Royal Rumble, right? We ain't see
Yeah,
Jay in the
no,
ring since
he
this.
hasn't been. No.
So, oh my gosh, I want to see that. I want to see that character implode in the ring. I want to see him go toe to toe against Sammy. I want to see him go toe to toe against Kevin, and I want to see Kevin and Sammy bring home them chips. I want to see it because now when these championships get changed over to some even not. I don't want to cut the Usos short, but to see these championships get turned over to like even some better competitors, we can see even better contenders. You know what I mean? We can see Street Profits versus KO and Sammy. We can see the Viking Raiders versus KO and Sammy.
Right.
The Imperium versus KO and Sammy. Maybe some returning tag teams. I mean, I don't want to throw this out there, FTR. You know what I mean? We can
Right.
see
No,
that
I see it.
happen.
I
You
see
know
it.
what I mean?
The possibilities are endless because the Usos had dominated the entire time, and also don't forget the New Day, right? Because
Oh
they
yeah,
could come back as well.
but two of them guys are hurt, and it's only Xavier right now. He's holding it down. I mean, get well soon. Get well
Yes.
soon, please do, brothers.
All right. So now, next on the card, to start off the show was Austin Theory versus Montez Ford. So, this was retribution. This match here, Montez Ford asked for the match. Also because there was a backstage cut, and I think was it Austin Theory that said, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, saying they're not doing nothing for WrestleMania.
Exactly. So Austin Theory came out, Montez came out as well. Like I said, it was retribution from the week before because Angelo Dawkins got handled by Austin Theory in the match. So now his partner Montez Ford decided to come back and try to get that win, get that W. Unfortunately it did not happen that way. Okay. And Austin Theory also came out looking strong in this match as well. But the notes I took on this match, though, Big Daddy Cool, is that, let me tell you, Montez Ford is a star. I don't care what anybody say. Montez Ford is an absolute star, and it was a great showing. Your thoughts?
Man, you already know how I feel about Montez Ford, but for you people out there who don't know how I feel, it's like right what you just said. Montez Ford is a star. I was hoping that he was going to win, and I was thinking maybe that'll set him up for the future thing with him in Theory, probably the night after. But he went out there and he did what he needed to do, even though he didn't get that win. But Montez Ford is something being set up for him in the coming in his near future. You understand me? He's going to be the one that's going to carry the torch for the company. He's going to be that ring bearer. He's going to hit that. He's going to go higher than the glass ceiling, and he's going to bust right through that mother. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you. I agree with you 1,000%. I think he's going to be the future. I'm not even going to lie to you. All right. So moving on from that, we also got to find out there's going to be, the showcase of the tag teams, right? That's one of the promos that was cut that we were talking about in the smoking section earlier. So I'm going to jump right down to Almost versus Mustafa Ali. This wasn't even a match. I mean,
straight squash.
This was a squash. It wasn't a match. It was basically, for those who didn't see it, Almost beat the shit out of Mustafa Ali. That's all really what happened here. It was just trying to show a great showing out. And Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
I'm just, god damn, way they be booking Ali is just, he's just the next one. Like, hey, just go up there and do what you gotta do, get your check, and just come on back to catering. It just, I hate it had to be him. It could have been anybody else, but when you look around and on the roster, we don't have too much people, right? And then like the people who used to be the ones to get squashed and buried are gone now. So these are the new guys, the Dolph Zigglers, the Johnny Garganos,
Yes.
and now your Mustafa's Ali's.
All right. So get into we roll into hour number 2 at this point. Logan Paul made his entrance to the ring, starting to cut his promo. Seth obviously comes in. They end up getting into a scuffle and a big fight and things like that. So this guy Logan Paul, for a person that has been in the company a year now, this guy is good on the mic and he's good on the ring. So this definitely shows that he studied, he learned his knowledge about the product, because he's really good. He really knows how to antagonize. And plus, the fact that did you catch when he said about his brother Jake Paul when he was walking out, and he said if he don't win, the only winning Paul in the family is gonna be me. Jake Paul's match.
Damn, he even throw a shot at his brother. This man is good.
Yes.
But
yes.
No, go ahead. Finish what you're about to say.
Yeah. So no. I was leading to turn to you. What is your thoughts, Jake Paul, Seth Rollins?
Listen, man. From what this is gonna be Logan Paul's fifth match, I believe, fifth or fourth match. His first match was with The Miz when he tag teamed with The Miz. Then he fought The Miz, right? So that's 2. Then he came back, fought Roman for the title, and then he was in the Royal Rumble. It's gonna be his 5th match. Listen, out of all the matches I've seen him in, he done great. And this is not like the old days of the E where, hey, we go out there, we gonna go get a celebrity so we can put eyes on the product, and that celebrity just doing some bullshit. They are actually getting people in there that is going to be dedicated to the business, and they're going to get in the ring and they're going to handle the business. And Logan Paul, he's been doing just that. So, and for him to go against Seth freaking Rollins at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania in Hollywood, man, listen. If I wasn't geeked about it before, if I wasn't geeked about Logan Paul before, as I shouldn't be, he got me going there now. I'm like, I can't wait to see what he's going to do.
I agree with you 1,000% on that. Next on the card was Dominic Mysterio with Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis. This was an interesting match. I found this very interesting because
they had that match. I thought that match wasn't last week.
This was Monday night.
It was? Oh, damn. We just moving by quick.
All right. Yeah, this was Johnny No Name is trying his best to trying his best to keep up. He needs to go back to NXT.
See? No. See, you did mess it up. This is Johnny Gargano versus Dominic Mysterio.
That's what I just said.
You said Dominic Mysterio and Damian Priest versus.
No, I said Dominic Mysterio with.
Oh, okay. That's why I was confused. Okay.
No. I got you, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh man, damn. Johnny Gargano would have taken a loss to damn near fucking Dominic Mysterio. But I mean, in the last couple of weeks, Dominic has been hot, right? He didn't lose a match yet, and I feel like anybody that's on a WrestleMania card right now haven't really lost a match. So that's and hey, sorry Gargano, like I'm one of your fans. You ain't going to WrestleMania, pal. You're going to Stand and Deliver, and that's just as good. But it ain't no WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Ain't no night 1, night 2 thing for you, baby. But that was a good match, putting Dominic over, making him more of a heel and making you hate him more. That was good, especially the promo that he gave afterwards. He's really stepping up. He's stepping up. He's doing what he have to do, and he's letting people know, like, I ain't no joke, and I'm gonna be here for a little while. I'm gonna be here for a long while, not a little while. And I ain't a little child. You're a grown man now.
Exactly. Next came up. Rhea Ripley came out and made her speech about WrestleMania, whatever. Now, when we get to SmackDown, I think now strangely enough, Diesel, I think that we're actually maybe seeing a reversal. Okay, because this was a speech that I didn't really feel was a heel speech. I didn't. And then from Rhea. And then after when Bailey and Dakota Kai, came out and Io Sky came out, and I'm like, okay, this is weird because she's a heel and you all are heels.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here, right? Why are we trying to what exactly is happening here? Big Daddy Cool Sour Diesel.
Listen, I see what you're getting at, and I hope that's not happening. I don't want Rhea to be no damn face shit. No, please no. Leave her. Heal her. Don't heal her. Like, leave her be. Like, I ain't like that. I ain't like that segment. The match was pretty decent. The promo was pretty decent. But leave Rhea where she's at. She's in her how you say, she's in her element right now with the heel shit. I need her to be that. She needs to be mean, gritty, nasty as can be, and just slaying everybody. And that's what she's doing. She's going through the whole women roster. Doesn't matter if you're on SmackDown or if you're on Raw. She's going to give it to you. And that's what I like. That's the Rhea I love. I love her as a face, but more as a heel for me.
All right. So now we're jumping right into, you already covered the match. So let's go into hour number 3. All right. So this took us into Ricochet with Braun Strowman versus Chad Gable with Otis. This match was trash. I mean, I don't,
And this is the qualifying for the tag team showcase.
Yes.
And aren't Alpha Academy in it already, or
they're in it? Yes.
So why the hell would we? I don't know. The Braun and Ricochet thing, I am not feeling. Ricochet, he's another person. I like Ricochet, but you need some more character work, buddy. You don't sound believable. It's just a joke to me. Like, great in-ring competitor, but he needs more fucking work on them. God damn, and they need to break this damn tag team up. Whatever y'all are planning for, hurry it up, please. Shit.
It doesn't make sense. All right, next on the card was Bianca Belair and Asuka versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. So now, this was just filler. This match was just filler because I was trying to figure out what was the purpose of this. It was literally just filler during the show. I think it was okay. At best. I could be wrong. You talk to me and tell me what you think.
I like the character of Piper Niven. I'm in love with the character of Chelsea Green. I love Asuka's new gimmick, and that's about it. Bianca Belair, you gold already, baby. So there ain't much about that. But I just feel like, you know what they do. Like, okay, we're close to WrestleMania. Y'all each other's opponents. So let's book you in a match so we could create some turmoil. I just feel like them girls right there, Asuka and Belair, it's just not working for me. Like, it's not clicking. It's not clicking. They trying to start something. Like, you're a week away. We're a week away. Now, coming up next Monday, that's the go home show for WrestleMania. What can you do for me? Like, what can you do for me to get me invested in this match?
The problem is that Asuka's an incredible talent, but she don't speak English, so you can't really get her to do mic work the way she could help promo the match. So it's very difficult, to be honest.
And what it is too is like she came back with this new gimmick, right? But I'm like, girl, aren't you supposed to be? What are you supposed to be? Like, she got this all of that, but it's like they're trying to make her like a face. She needs to be healed. She needs to be that dominant Oscar that she was when she was in NXT. That's if you wanna be that, and with this new gimmick that you have going on that you brought over that you was already from before when you was Connor, you need to be that and more. I want to see the fucking mean streak of Oscar when like she was in NXT, and if not, surpass that. Like this is WrestleMania season. You got to put fear in Bianca Belair. So when you put that fear in Bianca Belair comes out as her on her roughest, ruthless. You know what I mean? That's what she get into that. Oh man, they it's some of these they missing the mark on some of it, man. The mark is being missed.
All right, this now brings us to the finale of the show, which was now Roman Reigns making his way to the ring to discuss what's about to happen at WrestleMania. It was supposed to be straight domination.
All right,
and then before he even starts speaking, Cody Rhodes, that damn Cody Rhodes, comes down to the ring. You know what you want to talk about, and listen, you know. The way Cody cut that promo on Roman was phenomenal because the last time it was Roman that had the one up on Cody. So the way when with his promo was saying that when he did Dusty's impression, and then he said that he said that whatever you haven't learned from your dad, I can teach you, and he put the handshake out. So now this time around, when he sat there and said, when Cody said, Jimmy's gonna leave, Jay's gonna leave, Solo's gonna leave, the Wise Man's gonna leave, and it was so funny to see Paul Heyman saying, "Don't believe him, Wise. Don't believe him. Don't
Tribal Chief. Don't believe him.
Don't believe him at all. I'm gonna be here." Phenomenal promo to end Monday Night Raw. Big Daddy Cool Style with Diesel.
Oh man, what Cody did, he shook up Roman's confidence. He shook Roman's confidence. Like he came out there ready for war. He came out there ready to give him that promo war. He was ready for something. He was ready for something, that guy, Roman. You know what I mean? I acknowledge you, Tribal Chief, but I also acknowledge when you get shook. He had that expression on his face, like, damn, he's right. He's worried. He's worried. And that's like once you mess with Roman's confidence a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It could either break him or it can wake him. You know what I mean? And I don't know. And listen, baby, I don't know, because Roman is for this past generation right now. Roman has been within the last 3 years, he has been one of the best in-ring competitors in the business. He's been doing his thing. He's been smashing them. He's been stacking them, and he's been racking them. However he say. You know what I mean? But this right here is one of his most confident opponents that he done had thus far.
Absolutely.
And Cody don't have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. He's fighting for the legacy of his family. So is Roman. You know what I mean? And Roman holds those titles close to his heart. He's in love with those titles. Those titles make him.
They make
him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, and then it's his family. So it's like, damn, if you really look at it, what is he going to lose? Is he going to lose the belts, or he going to lose his family? Or what he's going to choose not to lose, the belts or his family? That's a lot. That's a lot on Roman's plate, if you ask me.
It is. It is a lot on his plate. Absolutely. All right. That's it for Monday Night Raw. Now we roll into Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday Night Dynamite, AEW. All right. Okay. So we got a lot to cover in this. The show started off with the match, Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, and Sting versus Butcher Blade and Kip Sabian. This was an okay match. Old ass Sting knows how to pull it out when it needs to, pause. But he definitely, this was an okay match. I'm not a Darby Allin guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not a Darby Allin guy. I don't know what is about him. I just don't like the character. I think he's a good talent. I just don't like the character. However, I thought the match at best, was pretty decent, and it was a good showing. Big Daddy Cool Sour Diesel.
Damn. Tell you the truth, I really don't like nobody in this match. So, I used to be a fan of Sting, the old Sting, but now he's just the old Sting. Wow. I think it was pretty decent for what it was. Yeah, I think that's all about it. I think the major part for me was just after the match when they won and he was just looking at the banner like he was going to fucking WrestleMania. Like, you understand me, Darby?
No sense.
Just looking up in the rafters like, oh yeah, I'm going there. Nigga, you're going to Double or Nothing. Relax. Just calm your ass down. And we don't even know if it's going to be you yet. You know what I mean? But
no, I agree. It made no sense.
Like, but long term booking. I'm not gonna lie, AEW is really good with that. They're good with the long term booking, and they're good with some swerves. So I'm looking forward to that.
Next on the card, AEW Tag Team Championship, Top Flight versus the Guns. This I was good on this match. I was good on it. I feel like we've seen it now too many times. Like, it's just nothing surprising here. I was not really.
I like the Guns though.
I like the Guns too. I just thought the match was boring. There was nothing really about it that really grabbed me.
Probably because there's some Top Flight guys. They need to call themselves the top injured because it's either one of them. Like, you always see one of them here, and then the other one's in the goddamn emergency room. Like, I don't understand them. Like, Tony needs to talk to his staff of talent and tell them to tone it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just turn it down a little.
Is that not what I've said weeks and weeks? Like, these people are way too over the top, and that's how they always get hurt.
All the time, and that's what messes up the damn the next step in their process of whatever they're trying to book. But the only thing that was good after this was when FTR came out and they said what they said to get a match with them, and I think that match we're gonna be taking at Double or Nothing.
A Double or Nothing. When is this? This is definitely gonna be Double or Nothing's May 28th. It's Memorial Day weekend.
No, so this can't be possible then. Like, so because their contract is supposed to run out, supposed to be up in April. So you think they're gonna
go month to month just to end the story?
Oh, okay. A handshake deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next on the card. I mean, I'm just if you want to talk about it, it was Hook versus Stokely Hathaway. I mean, it was just stupid.
Malcolm Bivens, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
I just thought it was a waste of time. Next
as you would call it, a filler.
It was filler. Next was the Adam Cole promo. Again, also, I really don't know where they was going with this. Because I said that, is it Adam Cole a heel? Why is he talking as if he's a face? I going, and then and Garcia comes out. I
like the promo.
I like the promo. I just didn't know where they were going with it, unless they're changing Adam Cole to be a face. Like, I just don't know where they're going with the promo.
Oh, it's crazy because we spoke about that earlier when you said AEW needs a face, and we were talking about CM Punk possibly returning because he wants to come back. He's apologizing, everybody. They need a face. I forgot about goddamn Adam Cole. I forgot about Adam Cole, baby.
I didn't know he was cleared to go back to work.
Well, he's been holding off a lot. Like, he was supposed to been come back when he first came back and made his return. When he made that promo speech. Then sometime again he made another promo speech where they're doing the all access AEW, and he said sometime in March he's gonna make his his in-ring debut. I don't like face Adam Cole. I don't like it, but I guess he has to be a face because he has no crew members. You know what I mean?
Right.
He has no flock of members on him, unless unless the members want to come back. If you know what I mean, I can see
Yes,
that
I
happening
understand.
because
All right.
I don't see what's this guy name again? He damn it, Roderick Strong. Like where the hell is he? Probably come to AEW, baby.
All right. So now we got next on the card your favorite wrestler, John Moxley versus Stu Grayson.
Oh my gosh. Oh, please, just throw it away. Throw it all away. That's gotta be cocaine. I cannot stand Moxley, yo. I just can't stand him. That
Yo,
match
this match was
sucked.
trash. Like, I'm laughing ahead of time because I'm sitting here saying to myself, what was the purpose of this match? Did somebody help me out here?
The purpose of this match was welcome back, Stu Grayson. Like that's about it. Like
that's I guess that's what it was.
oh my gosh. Like,
So rolling right in, all right, to Sky Blue versus Tony Storm. Yeah, I mean
all these. Let me tell you something. All these matches suck except for the one main match that really mattered that night. And I'm gonna wait till you announce that match. But all these other matches for the night suck ass badly. Like, oh my
and
gosh.
it's hard sitting through them. Like I don't want to bury AEW. I really want them to try to get a W, but a lot of these matches are so hard to sit through. They're just like these are just get up and go to the bathroom matches.
And I don't want to say maybe they're under pressure because it's WrestleMania season. You know what I mean? I don't want to say that because I think both companies do their own thing when they need to do their own thing. But right as of now, Tony's like making some bad decisions with his booking as of late. I mean, listen, people, please don't kill me. I don't want to die yet. I'm too young. I'm too young to die. But listen, it's been a little piss poor.
Let's get to the main event, which is Kenny Omega versus El Hijo del Vikingo. I thought this was a good match. I thought this was a very good match.
Fucking fire.
I thought this was a good match, and this definitely solidifies the greatness of Kenny Omega.
Yeah,
because he sold the shit out of these moves.
He was a seller that night. Shit, he couldn't even sold me cocaine, and I would have took it. You know what I'm saying? It was a good match.
Very good match.
And this was my first time seeing Vikingo. How do we pronounce his name? Vikingo. It was my first time seeing him in a real live match on TV because all his other things I seen was on Instagram reels. And I'm like, who the hell is this guy with these insane ass moves? Those moves was crazy when he did the springboard 630 over outside the ring onto the table. I thought he was going to die because his head hit the back of the his head hit the ring. The hardest part of the ring is the apron. I was like, shit, concuss. But that was a good match. That was a really good match. Hey, Dave Meltzer. I give it a 5-star rating also.
Yeah, no, it's a very good match. Very good match. So that's it for Wednesday night Dynamite. Now let's get to Friday night SmackDown live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
It's Friday. Yeah.
Listen. This it was so funny. There wasn't that much matches on this SmackDown. This was more promos, more than anything.
All right. They're gearing up for that WrestleMania.
Yes, they definitely are. All right. So, let's go with the first match of the night, which I thought was really good. Cody Rhodes versus Ludwig Kaiser. I thought that match was really good. I thought that Ludwig Kaiser, is a star now in my eyes. I think he is. I was so surprised that he was able to sell the moves. He looked very good. He didn't come out looking weak in the match. I think that he did a very good job on that. I think that was a good match. Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
I think all these matches that Cody has had since he have come back has been some really good matches, and they haven't put him in there in the ring with nobody that's like that lacks
Mm-hmm.
anything but great. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
they all have been great opponents for Cody. Ludwig Kaiser, good, good, good work. And I mean,
Absolutely.
he has to be if you in the like if your leader is the ring general Gunter. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Like that was a good match, and I felt in my eyes, I felt like, oh, this is a little setup for something. I don't know. I want to see something down the road. You know what I mean? Oh wow, down the roads, we will see. We shall see.
Which
But
also
this was
led
a
to
good match.
now at the end of the match, Rhodes and your friend Paul Heyman decided to get in to the ring, and he said that we want to apologize because they didn't give a proper introduction to him,
Mm-hmm.
to Cody Rhodes, and you know, uh, so Cody responded, gave a very good promo.
Yeah,
Now we know it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa this Monday night, so that's going to be an interesting match to see.
yeah. But
Uh,
Cody said he's not ready yet.
yeah,
Oh
yeah, he said he's not ready, and the crowd agreed. All right.
man.
So, your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I didn't even really peep and notice that Solo Sokoa is undefeated.
He is
Like he hasn't.
undefeated.
That's crazy. I really never paid attention to that. So I don't think that match is going to go down in a oh wow, these are about to be two. Oh wow, I'm even more pumped for this match because they both are undefeated. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, but
I
this is going to
gotta
end by
see this match.
disqualification. This is going to end by disqualification. This ain't going to be no full match.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a good match either way you put it. And then not to mention Paul Heyman thought he was slick. You seen what he did there when he did the introduction to Cody Rhodes as if he was his as if he
Advocate.
was the mouthpiece for him. Like, oh, you think you slick? I see what they do. They throw the little Easter eggs in there because we all thinking like, well, hey, if Roman lose, there's no titles over here. Where the hell Paul's going?
Mm-hmm.
He's following the belts. He's
He's
following the
following the belt.
titles. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good one, Paulie. You got me. You got me. You got me. But
Then
I
it
can't
went
wait for the
to.
match on Monday.
Then we got to Charlotte Flair's promo, and this was what I was talking about when we were talking about Monday Night Raw, because now this was a heel promo. Okay.
Yeah, because they kept whatting her, and that's when
Yes.
she got a little crazy a little bit.
This was definitely a heel promo. And now I was sitting there and I said, I'm a little confused on what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I when she talked about her struggles, she said the fans wasn't behind her and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here
Yeah,
like, this is a heel promo, guys. This is a
it pretty
heel
much
promo.
was. And when she started name dropping Sasha and all of them, and with the respect and all them things, I was like, huh, what are you doing here? Even though like it, Charlotte is way better as a heel, anyways.
She is.
Anyways, but it was just hard for it was hard to be a heel versus heel kind of thing because Rhea is a damn good heel right now, and we already know how much of a good heel Charlotte is. So like seeing like I never seen a heel versus heel at any WrestleMania or any pay-per-view event for that matter.
No, so that's why I said this might be the change that we were just talking about, because Rhea's promo was kind of face. It was kind of face there, Big Daddy Cool. It was.
Oh my gosh, they're scaring me. They scaring me. I don't want to see a heel. I don't want to see a face Rhea. Like unless there's a thing called a face heel, be a heel face or some shit. Like let that be a thing. I do not want to see that. and let Charlotte drop this title and go on her way, go make a baby somewhere and come back. I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk I don't think that's just a woman's job. You know what I mean? That's not a woman's job. Forgive me if that's how anyone took it. But I think she's due that. She's owed that. She done gave so much to the business within her 7 years being on the main roster or even in the company for that matter. Won the belt 14 times. That is crazy. I never seen or heard that in my life. Like in 7 years, you became the champion 14 times. And like she said, it has nothing to do with nepotism. She just that good.
I once said that Charlotte Flair is going to be the 32-time women's
champion. She is. She could in 7 years, if she did that 14 times, what do you think she could do in another 7 years? Right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Next on the card was Rey Mysterio versus L.A. Knight. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, again, listen. Good match, very good match. Dominic Mysterio came out. Dominic Mysterio at the end of the match, LA Knight, he tripped Rey Mysterio so LA Knight could take the win.
Yeah.
Dominic Mysterio goes after his mother, says, basically, if he was a bad father, you're a bad mother. He told his sister to shut up and sit down,
so
and what have you. And I just listen, I don't want to be that guy. Don't want to be that guy. But I told y'all, I said it. It's going to happen next week. I said it. Let's go back to the videotape. I said it. Y'all know you said it at the Hall of Fame. And I said, no, it's going to happen on SmackDown. And it sure did. Rey Mysterio accepted the challenge for WrestleMania.
Listen, the story was just so compelling to me, It drew me in. Like I even got I got emotional. Oh my gosh, WWE, who writes this shit? I love you because it had me in my feels. It had me in my feels when he told his mother to shut up and then talk to his sister that way. I was like, you don't do that, Dom. You don't do that. And I was like, Ray, come on, man. You're gonna have to stand up. You're gonna have to stand up. What are you gonna do? You gonna stand up or you gonna sit down? He stood up and he did what he had to do. Some people saying this is kind of a reenactment of Chris Rock and Will Smith. You know what I mean? It kind of gave me that. It kind of gave me that. And when he said, you know what? You want me at WrestleMania? You're on. Man, yo, I swear to you, no live match out, like a tear dropped down to my goddamn chin. I was like, I feel like a kid again.
Were you crying because I was right? That's why you were crying?
Maybe a little bit of both, man. I got two eyes, so I got two reasons. You know what I'm
saying? All right, next on the card was the women's tag team showcase qualifier, Shotzi and Jim the Animal Neidhart versus Lacey Evans and Sia Lee.
He said Jim the Animal Neidhart. Oh man.
I could have done without this match. This match was so boring.
Everybody need that WrestleMania check. I understand it. I get it. Put them on WrestleMania.
And then your homegirls Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler came out and to cut another boring promo.
They need at some point in this time, Shayna just needs to turn on Ronda and just send Ronda ass packing. Get her out of here. I hate when she picks up a goddamn mic. I cannot stand it. Who gives her a mic? And I like what they've been doing so far because they've been making her less important. Like we don't really need her. Like no one really cares for her. She can go.
It's so funny. There's times I forget she works there.
That's you and me both.
There's times I forget she works for the company.
I think that's just what WWE been doing as of late, like just trying to make people like kind of forget. Because even with the Sammy thing, remember Sammy was like not to say that he fell off. Sammy was red hot. Every weekend they were screaming, Sammy, Sammy. But when they started giving us like less of him, you know what I mean? Like he'll just come out here and there and do what he had to do. And it felt like it was kind of them like drowning us out from him, so we can get to so we can make Cody the star for now against Roman.
Yes.
I think that's what they was doing.
Next on the card was the International Championship contract signing between Gunther and Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. Gunther is a character, man. Like that guy is a character. When he kept backing down Adam Pearce and said, ridiculous. You know, why is it that they could pin each other and I could lose my title for this? I said, this guy Gunther is going places. Okay.
What was the word he said? What was the word he used? Damn it. I forgot what word he used, but this shit was just so funny to me. It was so funny to me. Gunther, he's like he's a new modern day. He's like he gives me old school heel.
Mm-hmm.
He's an old school heel, like, and we need that. We need that.
We definitely
need that. And I want to see him chop their asses off. Chop their asses, not their asses, but their asses. You know what I mean? Like I think this is like I wasn't too pumped about. I was really more for seeing Gunther versus Sheamus Part 3 more than them giving us putting Drew Mack in it. But it made sense. Drew Mack had the title before, Sheamus didn't, and Gunther better not lose this title. He better make it work for him. Like, let them two motherfuckers go against each other. Jealousy over jealousy over jealousy. And Gunther's going to come out as the champion. But this was a good promo segment. I liked it.
All right. So then now this goes to the Pete Dunne versus Gunther match. Now, you know, I like Pete Dunne. You got me liking Pete Dunne. You, Big Daddy Cool Sour Diesel, got me liking Pete Dunne. Okay. I was never a Pete Dunne guy. Not in NXT. And not when he first came over. I was never a Pete Dunne guy. You know, matter of fact, I skip over him in the WWE game all the time. I never pick him, you know, and all. Yeah, because I don't like Pete Dunne. But like now I like Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne is awesome. Like, I tell you what, when Pete Dunne first arrived down there in NXT, I kid you not, I was like, who the hell is this burgundy fake ass Brian Danielson ass motherfucker here? Who is he? He's wearing a mouth guard. He got fucking acne. Didn't like him. But once I see what he could do in that damn ring, and once he got me to hate him, that's when I knew I loved him. Especially when he was going against Tyler Bate and he held that damn title on for that long. And he lost that title to who he fought on Friday night.
Yes.
So when I seen them fighting, I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready. I want to see Gunther versus the Butch. It's crazy that both their names changed.
All right. So nonetheless, it gets us to not even the main event, but the main conversation of the night, which was the KO show with Sami Zayn as the guest. Now, in the beginning of this, I didn't know if KO was going heel. I did not.
Right? You felt that, right?
Yeah, he was like, when he said, "You all right? You got what you wanted, right? You didn't want us to come out together to my music. You wanted your own music, you know." And then Sammy's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, you know how I said that we should, we should just come out to my music. He was like, "No, you should get your own pop. I get my own pop, and what have you. So you're happy your music played on the speakers, you're happy about that." And he's like, yeah, I guess, can we move on from this? And KO reeled it right back in with the KO Mania, and the other side said Zayna Mania.
Oh yeah. WrestleZania.
Yes, Zania. So while everything was going all right, here comes them damn Usos to come ruin the moment, right? And started to beat the shit out of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I thought that was a pretty good segment to end off the show. I thought that was pretty decent to end off the show. And I think it gave the Usos what they needed to come looking strong because they were looking very cowering the week before. So I think that it definitely gave them the opportunity to come off looking pretty strong. Big Daddy Cool Sour Diesel.
This is piggyback right off of you. Great segment. Hell of a way to end the show because we don't see shows end like that no more too often, right? Just a good brawl out, fallout. We don't get to see that no more. So the fact that they're bringing that back, it gives me classic WWE television. For one thing, I need that KO Mania shirt / WrestleZania. I need that shirt.
You getting to get me one too.
You ship me the size, buddy. I was a little scared there too. I was feeling like KO was gonna go a little heel on him. You know what I mean? So
right.
It just makes me feel like, oh damn, that heel turn is coming soon. That heel turn will be coming soon, yo.
Now, do you think that the heel turn is going to be rival Big Show's? How many times Big Show went from heel to face? Do you think Kevin Owens is going to get on that same page?
Yeah, hell yeah, because it's KO. Because the one thing I know about Kevin Owens, we love him regardless. We love him regardless, whether he's a face or a heel. We love us some KO because he's good on the mic. He has a good personality that you could be just easily drawn to. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just like Sami Zayn. Sami don't need to really be heel, but even when he's heel, you're drawn to him. They just have that type of connection that natural connection with us and the fans. You know what I'm saying? Like I love both of them equally, but I would listen, if KO was to go heel, I'll fuck with it. But I know Sami ain't gonna go heel because he just turned face, and that would be one. It wouldn't make no sense.
That would make
KO's gonna have to turn heel to break away from him so he can get what he wants.
But we got to see this play out for a little bit longer, right? Like it just couldn't just end like in a few weeks where he turns heel. It has to play out at least a little bit past the summertime. That's the only time, at least to get the Usos to try to get their W back.
And I love the way how like WWE does this shit because now it would be like that's still long term booking from since when Sami was in the bloodline beefing with Kevin, you know what I mean? And now Kevin needs to get his fucking his retribution off of what he had to go through all those months. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna take out his frustration out. You thought I was done with you? This is gonna be it's gonna be one of those. They both feed off each other so good, man.
They do. They absolutely do. All right. So nonetheless, that is the end of the Turnbuckle Talk. All right.
Yay.
So now usually we would turn this over to Brandon Thought, but obviously he is inconspicuous by his absence. All right. Yeah. We're going to move on to today's topic, which is, has Black women professional wrestlers been held down in professional wrestling? So this is the last official weekend of HERstory, Women's HERstory Month, and we're going to definitely talk today about different Black female wrestlers. Okay, Big Daddy Cool Sour Diesel, I'm gonna let you take it first. A Black female wrestler that you felt that was held back.
Shit. Jacqueline.
Okay, why?
Because first of all, Jacqueline, she had the power to be something, but they didn't want our Black sisters, our Black women to be powerful. You know what I mean? Because they're already powerful enough. So they didn't want to give them that power. They didn't see the star making ability in them. And to not see that, you don't have to see it. All you have to do is just create it. You know what I'm saying? All you have to do is create it. Instead, they gave it to, I don't want to, this is Women HERstory Month all around. But they wanted to give it to the fair-skinned people. You know what I mean?
Right.
They wanted them to have it. They felt like, oh, the blonde should have it. That's the star. And blonde was the thing of those days, right? Of the late 90s, early 90s. So and then back then we didn't really have too much black women wrestlers.
But why she couldn't go against China? That's the thing that I always thought. Why? Because pound for pound, they both were women that had size on them. And why she could not go against China? Like, they have a nice long rivalry with China.
Because and that too, Jacqueline, remember too, Jacqueline was like she was a ring escort, right? She was a valet. And I can't
remember. She could take bumps back then. She was taking bumps.
She could.
Was she for Mark Henry?
I think, was it Mark Henry? I feel like she came in with somebody else too. Wasn't she with Mark Miro at a point in time too? Like when her and Sable when Sable and Mark Miro got bad.
Yes,
I think she was with Mark Miro. I just don't know, but Jacqueline was like one of my favorites, and Jazz was too. I had loved Jazz because she had that mean streak. She had that. She could have been made the star, like a heel star. You know what I'm saying? Like she could have been the one dominant to all the women that was in the WWE at that time. Like she could have been going against the Trishas, the Leaders, Sables, Tori Wilsons, whoever it
Sable
might
wasn't
be.
Really, I don't consider Sable really a wrestler. I think they just put it on her because she looked good. She was on the cover of Playboy, and that was it at the time, to be honest.
And true, but I think that's when WWE started saying that, hey, we can take most of these women talent who don't wrestle, and we can really make them into something. Turn them into something. And that's crazy because if you can do that for the Sables, the Trish Stratuses, right? Why you can't do that for the Jacquelines and the Jazzes?
That's true.
Like if you can make them stars, why not make these women the same stars too?
Absolutely. Now I'm going to say, who I don't know what Vince McMahon had against this woman, but Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks, I think, as a woman of color, definitely got the shit end of the stick a lot of the times because, she never had the real long title run except when she went against Bianca. And, she is an incredible talent. I felt like she got shitted on a lot. I did. I felt like, the times against Charlotte, Bayley, same thing. You got to give that woman the props and respect because she held it down for such a long time.
Listen, I think I said last week, one of my all-time favorites of Sasha winning the title was when she beat Charlotte for I think it was the last woman stand, or was it the last one? It was either it wasn't
standing. You sure it wasn't the last woman standing?
It wasn't the last woman standing because she put her in she made her tap out. So that was like a anywhere goes match. And that was like the main event on Raw. That's when she had her in between the steps and she did the bank statement in the crowd. Listen, that was one of my favorite wins from Sasha Banks. Sasha was incredibly talented, just as much as Charlotte Flair was. You know what I mean? Like she can hold the torch, she can hold a candle to her fire, however the fucking saying goes. Sasha was just as good as Charlotte. As Charlotte, and if not better. She botched a little bit here and there, but that didn't stop her from being great. She went out there night after night, week after week, challenged herself, and she always gave the great best match. She always gave the best matches. She always gave the better matches.
I
I
think
don't know why
I
she
would
didn't
agree
have a
with that.
long title run. She should have had
I
a
would
longer
agree.
title run.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now let's go to Trinity Fatu, all right? Because this is who we talked about in the smoker section. Trinity also, she what came in with Brodus Clay. I can't remember the other young lady's name. That was
I think her name was Carmen. I think it was Carmen. Her name was Carmen.
And she came in. She ended up becoming a breakout star, and I just felt like her light got diminished. I just really felt like it just got diminished. Like it just, she ended up being in the tag team and then, having another singles run, then getting into the tag team with Sasha Banks. And again, I feel it was just a sad run for her. And, and I don't blame her and Sasha for walking out on the product because that you built them up to lose. That's what you're asking them to do. And I'm like, what did Vince not see in Trinity? And also, I mean, going back to Sasha, the same thing. Like, what did he not see in them that he saw in everybody else? And the question that brings up is it because they're Black women or women of color and everybody else happens to be Blanquito?
Well, I want to go back. Like, 'cause I remember when Sasha and Trinity, Mercedes, I want to call her Trinity and call her Sasha if they both switch their names. At first, I thought it was selfish of them, but looking back at it now, they did what they had to do for them, and they had to make the best decision for themselves, right? Because I feel like them probably still being in the company or whatever, they was gonna make Trinity be the fall girl to every new girl you call up, or for every new girl you sign, and you gonna make Sasha be the one to hold the belt for this long, then drop it to whoever you call up, or here Sasha, hold the belt down until Charlotte gets back, or hold the belt down so you can fight Becky, or whatever. These girls, these women deserve a longer title run. They deserved it. They deserve to be treated a whole lot better than they were treated from before. If they were your tag champions, why should they lose? Why should they lay down when they done laid down the foundation of help laid down the foundation for your company? I remember looking at Trinity and I'm like, who is she? Like, who is this? And when she broke out to be a star, that means you believed in her. You believed in her. And you wanted to create it. You wanted to create her to be something bigger than who she already was. And you already seen who she was. You already seen that star. You already seen that light glowing. So what you did, you gave her a bigger light. And that's great. That's good. But she needed more than that. She needed more title runs. She needed longer title runs. She needed better contenders for a title. Like, come on. They did them women dirty. It wasn't right, wasn't acceptable. And now that hopefully we have a new regime in the company, that they will look out for these women, for the sisters especially. They need that.
Absolutely. And I mean, like, we got Bianca Belair, that's obviously undeniably a great talent, and maybe this is how they right the wrongs by pushing her very strongly. And now we could talk about AEW, where a Jade Cargill, Jade Cargill again is dominating her section of the roster, I should say. But why is she not on the main show? Why is she not going up for the main title? Because Jamie Hayter sucks as a champion. So why are we not putting her there? Because clearly she's also bringing eyes to the product, because I see a lot of people that may not even be wrestling fans reposting her just because, her size, her beauty, and everything like that. So she's also bringing, eyes to the product. Why are we not pushing her as the top female for AEW at the moment?
Why are they not even giving her? Why are they not even giving Jade the correct contenders, like a Jamie Hayter or a Britt Baker or a Saraya? They just keep feeding her like, I want to mid as contenders. These contenders that they're giving her is mid, and it's almost like, here to make you satisfied, to keep you happy. This is who we're going to give you, because we don't quite see you here yet. How you don't quite see her here yet? She's been in the game. She's been in wrestling for like what, 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
She's been here for 3 years, and she's been dominating, doing what the hell she has to do. Right now, she's what, 53-0.
Yeah.
53-0. So when are you going to give her some real competition? When you going to let her shine also, to show you that she can become the women's champion of your company and carry that belt with, carry that title and bring more eyes to your product. She's at basketball games. She's everywhere. I see her picture everywhere again, reposted and like in high praises. Like, people love this woman. She's
do.
gorgeous, and she's talented.
And honestly speaking, that is how she needs to be booked. She is turning into the face of the company.
But wow, they scared. They don't want her to be the face. Who? So if not her the face, then who?
Then who?
I mean, WWE's doing just fine with Bianca Belair. Do the same thing with your. Do the same thing with yours. She could be a star. She is a star. Jade Cargill is a star. What are you doing over there, Tony? What are you doing?
Absolutely. All right. So I think we covered the topic. All right. So wrestler of the week, Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
Hey man. I think I went with him last week. I'm going with him again this week. I'm going with the Poppy, Dominic Mysterio.
I know that's right. And my wrestler pick of the week, is a twofer. It's a twofer. I'm going to give you two, because we got to pick up one for B. So I'm going to go with Montez Ford. And I'm also going to go with Pete Dunne, because he really, showed out Friday night on SmackDown. So, nonetheless, your final thoughts, Big Daddy Cool Sour Diesel.
My final thoughts, man. I'm just trying to make it alive, stay alive, because next week is WrestleMania weekend. It is one of the most important weekends of my life. This is where we get to see if Cody will finish his story or will he not finish his story. This is where we'll see Rhea become the WWE Women's SmackDown Champion, right? This is where we're going to see the Usos lose their tag titles against Sammy and KO, right? And this is where we get to see if Brock can F5 the hell out of Omos. Like, listen, it's going to be a great wrestling week, a great wrestling weekend. It's not only WWE that's doing something for WrestleMania weekend. AEW has something coming up. Believe the Ring of Honor Supercard is going to be on Friday on the 31st. There's WrestleCon going on out there in LA from the 1st and the 2nd. So go out there and meet your favorite talented wrestlers that you want to see. When you out there, ask some questions I wouldn't ask and post them online so I can read them. I'm just geeked. I'm hyped. It's WrestleMania weekend. WrestleMania 39. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. So we got through it, y'all. You know what I mean? First and foremost, thank you for everybody that keeps tuning in to us each and every week. Keep following us on all social media platforms. We're definitely blowing up on YouTube more than anything else. You'll seem to be liking the video. Keep commenting. You know, if you like what you see, make sure you reshare it and repost any of the things that we talk about, because we love to hear from you.
Like, comment, subscribe, and put your notifications on so anytime we upload these videos, you'll be the first one to get it. Let's get it.
Absolutely. Other than that, persistence always overcomes resistance, and we appreciate you. And hopefully, Brandon Thoughts will be back next week for another episode of the Three Amigos podcast.
One.